welcome back to another episode of the Nut Up Show, a podcast where myself and my beautiful wife sitting across from me just sit around and talk about things of nuts, nutting up.
A little bit.
I guess not really nuts technically, but just about nutting up and getting stuff done and just doing what you need to do to
live your best life.
Yeah, exactly. And today we thought with the holiday season, well, I'm really excited because yesterday was my last day of work. Not like forever, but like for 5 weeks. Like I have 5 weeks of vacation mixed in with Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
All ready to go. And today's Saturday when we're filming and or recording, whatever.
Yep.
And that's it. I got like 5 weeks. So lots of stuff to do, lots of stuff that's going to happen. And what we're doing is we're taking off. We're going back to Ontario for a couple of weeks just to visit friends and family. I guess mostly really just family, I guess. Well, friends and family, whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean, I actually have lots of work to do even there, but I thought it would be a good time, or you thought of, we, whatever, we're team. Thought it'd be a good idea to talk about what our plan is for the holidays in terms of visiting all these people and having these great big, Christmas dinner type things that are going to be happening and what we're going to do to basically avoid them, I guess. Or, whatever. Like what's
avoiding.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but I guess now is the time to maybe think about it and just discuss kind of what our strategy is. And I don't know, maybe you have your own strategies as to how you want to deal with Christmas and if you have any weight loss goals or whatever. And it could be really hard, I think, when you're losing, when you want to lose weight and
I think
this time of year comes around where there's so much, it's all about food and coming together. And like Thanksgiving just happened for the States, for the America. For our friends down in the US, who, that's all about getting together too and just eating lots of food and drinking and all that stuff. So it's a hard time of the year, I think, for a lot of people in terms of trying
to stay on your diet or you know what I mean? Stay on the healthy train.
Yeah. Can I say something that's totally off the rails already since we haven't even started? But one thing that I really hate hearing is, and I totally understand why, but I really hate it, is that like at this time of the year, people are like, you know what? I really want to start losing weight or I really want to start getting healthy, but I'm going to wait until after Christmas or after New Year's.
It doesn't make sense to start now.
Yeah. And then you're committing to like over a month of bad habits and overeating. So if you want to make a change, do it now.
Yeah. But I guess like in a way, like I see where those people are coming from because it can be really difficult to stick to your guns when there's like delicious food everywhere. Yep. And so you don't want to just fail right off the bat. So, Yeah.
Well, I mean, it comes with number one is what your priorities are. Like if you really want to do it, then I mean, you're going to have to avoid bad
you have
food,
to figure it out.
Or foods that aren't necessarily conducive to a healthy lifestyle. You're going to have to figure out how to avoid them and not make them part of your life anyways. So might as well get started. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that because I don't have much to say about that. I mean, everyone can do their own thing, obviously. But for us, I want to talk about, I guess, what we're going to do. And then, if anybody gets anything out of it, great. If not, then I don't know. And so for me, I still have 20 pounds to lose. So it's actually pretty straightforward. The way that I go about things is that, as you know, I'm really big into fasting. Yep. And I think what I'm going to do is probably when we approach, especially at your dad's house, which is going to be like,
that's
there's
the
just food.
Yeah, everywhere.
There's food everywhere. Like, and he's always got like these spreads of cheese and meats and
so good.
And like crackers and peanuts and whatever.
All the food, the dips.
Yeah.
I'm so
and then
hungry.
after it's the big dinner or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think for me, like I'm probably literally like the day before, I probably just won't eat. I'll probably just do a 48-hour fast.
Yeah.
And, again, talking about fasting, I mean, it ramps up your metabolism, which is great.
Yeah.
You get that autophagy stuff happening.
Yeah.
You get that ketogenesis or whatever it is. And so you start burning some of that fat. So that really helps amp your body. For me anyways, it just gets you ready.
Yeah,
and then
it does.
The next day or whatever, there's no problem. On a refeed, if it's a lot, if it's more extra or whatever, like that's fine. And I think that's really, that's honestly for me, that's kind of my strategy that I use at this point to take on the holidays, if you will, is that if I know there's a big meal or something happening, I'll just go 24 to 48 hours without eating. And just to get things ready. Not to say that that's necessarily the best way to, but it's something that I know works for me, and that it will keep the weight off. Or that, like, you know, if you have a bad day where you eat too much food, then you just fast for a couple of days, and then your body will just burn that fat right off. Right. So, and as far as I know, that like fasting is the fastest way to burn fat. I mean, you're not eating and your body's burning fat. Like how much faster can you go? I mean, you get into things of like water fast, and then also going into a sauna and, you know, getting rid of all that water, and super duper your fat burning capabilities. But anyways, we're not talking about that. I guess I don't know. So I don't know. That's kind of my strategy. What do you got?
Well, definitely fasting. I feel there's just so many. Even like I'm still seeing so many benefits, and we've been doing it for like so long. And I'm still seeing benefits from it. And I definitely think it's the best strategy. If you still want to be able to indulge and enjoy yourself, I really think it's the best strategy to do, is just to, you know, you're going to have a great big meal, then just, fast for that whole day. And then, I mean, you don't need to go crazy, but then you don't feel maybe as bad if you do, like, because you have all your whole day of calories, you can have them in that meal. And it's not a big deal.
So can you be a little more specific into how, like, you're going to approach it? Like, you're saying fasting, but like, what exactly does that mean for you? Like, you're saying, like, how long, right? Like,
like I'm not like you, like, so before Dad's on the Saturday, like I'll have like a good long fast beforehand. So I don't know what time, like I'll probably maybe even like a 24-hour fast. Probably that's what I'll do, is a 24-hour fast.
So we're having that on Saturday, for example. So you're gonna have the last meal like Friday night, Friday evening, or whatever it is.
Exactly. And then probably even like maybe around lunchtime, and then it's because it'd probably be
really even okay.
I think I'll do a bit longer, just because.
Well, because I mean, if you start eating, snacking or whatever, then it'll be around lunchtime.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry, I just wanted to, not putting you on a spot, but just to give a little bit more of an idea of, because you could say fasting, but like
so probably that. And then I mean, when we're at like other friends, that's what's going to be the big one. But I think I'll still kind of keep with my fasting, like my 16/8 fasting for sure. And then I may even throw in a couple like 1 meal a days, like a 24-hour fast, just because with travel and stuff too, it tends to mess me up a little bit.
Sure.
So I think
it's going to be interesting to stay on the ball when we're traveling.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off mid-sentence.
No, but like I think, definitely doing some 1 meal a days rather than my typical like 8-hour feeding window. I think I'll probably try and do that, just because of the travel, and because I know I won't be able to work out like I do. Like that'll be a good rest for me. I think I need maybe a nice rest from like a extended rest from working out.
What's going on?
I just think you need a rest like that every once in a while, and I haven't had a good one like that for a while, so I think it'll be good.
So like, what's a good rest? Like a week off kind of thing of not doing anything?
Yeah, I think so. Or even just not having any expectations of a workout. Like if we're at a hotel and I can get down and go for a run, then I will.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be at lots of hotels.
Yeah, like if there's time, right? Like the whole point of this is to be present and have fun and not worrying about working out or whatever.
Working out is fun.
You know what I mean? Like having the time to spend with family. So I think that. And then I think one other really important thing is all of our family kind of knows what we're doing and what journey we're on. And I think that's important too, is that everybody kind of knows and is like not on board, but just knows. And our family's amazing, because your mom's already asked me like what she can get and what she can make. And so I've been able to talk to her, and same with like my mom and even my dad too. They've all asked like, what are you guys eating? Like, are you plant-based? Are you eating meat? Like, like all of this stuff. So everybody's pretty cool. Yeah. And I think the other thing too, that might be, well, it won't be difficult, but might be difficult for other people is like the social drinking aspect to it.
Sure.
And so everybody knows like that we're not drinking.
Yeah.
So, and I think you know, everybody's aware of that. No one thinks, oh, you're not drinking because you're just antisocial and you think you're better than us. It's just like, no, this is just what we're doing.
Yeah. It's funny though, because I've never been one to drink around family, like any family.
Yeah.
Maybe a beer, but that is it.
Yeah.
I always find it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so weird. And I think that just has to do with things that I've experienced when I was a kid and growing up. But yeah, but even before that, like I've never had a problem saying no. Yeah. Like if I'm out socially, like I'm just not having any.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, whatever. It's like, just, I'm not having any. Like I'm not 12-year-old. You're not going to peer pressure me.
Yeah.
So I've never felt bad, but I totally understand other people in that situation where you do kind of feel that social pressure. And it's too bad. It's too bad that some people, like, sorry, we're totally getting out. We're not talking about our family now. I'm just talking about out there, you know,
others,
like people you're listening, you might be at your family. It's like, oh yeah, everyone drinks. And they always
pressure me
my
to.
friends are always like going out and drinking, and I always have to feel like I have to drink or else I'm not going to keep up. It's just, it's too bad that it's like, it's normal to make other people feel bad about doing something that's like not healthy for them or that they might not want to do. Like, you want to hang out with someone, just hang out with someone. Don't make them have to do something that they don't want. It's just, it's unfortunate. It's too bad. And
but I think in terms of like holiday weight gain, I think that's a huge part of it is you're probably drinking more.
Way more too.
Yeah. So I think if you can avoid that or just maybe have 1 or 2 rather than, you know, 3 or 4, like that, like don't drink your calories.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, if you know you're going to splurge,
that like, too, right? Just, like that too.
You know, try not eating for a couple of days beforehand. See how that works.
Yeah.
You know, just if you're doing it more than 48 hours or even 24, just make sure you drink some of your salt water, get some sodium and potassium in you, and see how that goes for you. You know, I don't know. It's a strategy to try, anyways. That I think would be good for a lot of people if they're not going to be able to control themselves when they get to parties.
Yeah.
Because especially like for me, when you're mixing drinking and then
all that good food,
it's just like it just doesn't stop.
No,
it's like an empty pit of just
it's like a train wreck.
All the food goes in, which is delicious.
I know.
But it's interesting that you say something about like a family asking you when you're talking to them about like what we're eating and stuff, and it totally goes back again because even now I still explain to people, oh, it's just fasting or whatever, and people are like, oh, so like what kind of foods are you eating or not eating? It's like it has nothing to do with that. It's like fasting is not a diet. It doesn't say anything about what you eat. It's about when you eat.
Yeah.
So it's funny that like right now we're just like eating whatever. I guess we're not meatitarians or we're not vegetarians. We're not any of that stuff. We're just like try to be non-processed foods and you know, not bad chips and chocolate, all that crap, right? And candy. Like it's just
but like we have
natural foods.
But like we have kind of gone back and forth with like vegetarian
what's better. Oh yeah, of course.
So I think that's why the question gets asked, of course. And like my mom's vegetarian, so that's what she was asking too, like if we'll eat what she makes, which of course everything she makes is delicious, so I'm like, whatever you make, Mom, will eat it. Like it's
especially the turnip, right? You love that, don't you?
About the turnip.
Aren't you so excited for that turnip?
Not at all.
Yeah. Is your mom cooking a turkey dinner?
No, because it's only going to be a few, like it's not enough people. That's a lot of work.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work coming all the way over there. I want my turkey.
You'll get it at Dad's house. Dad's going to do the big turkey dinner.
Yeah, Dad's turkey's not as good.
Oh,
shots fired. Shots
fired.
Does he listen? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I guess. We'll see if he'll let you in the door when we get there.
Yeah.
Everyone else can come in. You out.
It's on a scale of 11 to 10. So is your dad's turkey still perfect? Then your mom's is just that extra step.
That extra step up.
I don't know. You tell Maya's turkey. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like any of turkey. It's just dry and whatever. Which is kind of true. It is kind of dry. That's why I always go for the dark meat. Anyways,
that's what she said.
Don't look. Why are you going that way?
It was there. I had to go for it.
Yeah, well, I just loved that one up.
And then I think too, like, I know some people, they do get like a really hard time, like their family gives them a hard time about like, oh, why aren't you going to eat this, or why aren't you going to drink that? And I think if you can explain it to them in a really simple, easy way and just say, look, like, I'm just concerned about my health, and this is just something I'm trying, like, this is what I'm working. This is kind of my goal. This is what I'm working towards. And if you say it in like a really non-judgmental way, because I think the thing...
That's a really good point.
Because I think the thing is like, if people see that you're trying to better yourself and taking care of your health, then they can maybe feel
you're putting them down or looking down at them.
Even though you're not.
No, of
and
course.
So I think if you can say that to someone in a very neutral, non-judgmental way and just say, look, I'm just really concerned about my health. And so these are steps I'm taking to be healthy. Then if that person can't fault you, and if that person is still going to carry on and be a dick, well, then you don't want that person in your life.
There's nothing you can do though, right?
Exactly.
Because what you're saying there too is like, oh, you're not trying to be like malicious about it or whatever, hurt anybody's feelings. But that's the problem on the other person too. Like it's not for you to try. Like you can, I guess you can try to be nice about how your words and how you talk things, but that person has their own issues where no matter what you say, it's almost like they're not going to want to.
But my point is you don't have to be an asshole and be like,
oh no, for sure,
I'm not eating fried food anymore. Yeah. You can if you want, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But if you explain, these are the choices I'm making to be more healthy because this is what I'm concerned about. Like, my blood pressure is up high and I want to get it down without having to use any crazy drugs. And so this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Then people have to respect that. And if they don't, then you maybe just don't need those people in your life.
Yeah.
So
and that's especially if you talk to someone.
But I think what I'm saying is like, I think if you explain it in that type of way and they're still taking offense and there's still a problem, well, that's on them.
Taking offense.
Well, but then that's obviously, that says more about them than it does about you, because they obviously have their own insecurities about their own health, and they can feel threatened or judged if they see you taking these really positive, awesome steps. So that's my point with that. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. That's it's there's so many things to get into, but I don't know.
Well, because it's family too, right? And family, you know, we love family, but I know there's been stuff that I've heard that, you know, people chirp behind people's backs, and you know, it happens. And it's just, that's just the nature of families.
It's funny,
whatever, right? So, but I think if you can just present things in a neutral, this is just what I'm doing for me, you know.
Yep.
Then it's cool.
And if it just makes me better than you guys, then so be it. That's why. Clearly, obviously, I know best.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always that one family member, I guess, that's like one day it's like, well, I'm vegan, I'm the best. And then the next, like, I'm on a carnivore diet because it's the best. And the next is like, you know, well, I'm going to be this or whatever. And that's the best. You know, they're just flip-flopping off everything.
I think we're those people.
Yeah, probably. How are you saying?
That's us. We went from juicing. We have to have juice everything. And then I'm just joking around.
No, I know what you're saying, but it's not like, it's always been about how to get the healthy foods.
Of course.
I mean, there's things about, for sure. We've definitely tried different things. I mean, that's the thing. We're always trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work about being healthy, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's a learning process. And that being said, I love juice and having juice, just whatever, but not just, we tried just juicing to just have juice or whatever. Juice. And it's just like,
no, thank you.
Wasn't for us.
No.
And I think too, just the work. It was so much work.
It was a lot of work. Oh my God.
Cutting up all those oranges.
Hours and hours.
Yeah. It's like, and then it's like, squeeze it, like a little cup. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. But then the other thing I want to add to this too is like, so even, you can even maybe be like a bit of a role model for your family too. And if they see you making these healthy choices or hear about your change, your journey that you're on, like maybe you can inspire some family members.
Yeah.
You could, or if they see like, because I mean, we're going to go back and you've lost so much weight, Odoom, like you can totally see it in your face. We're going to go back and people are going to be amazed. And
I don't know.
I think so. So that's like an inspiration to other people that need to make a change as well, right? Like, yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So, again, if you're not a dick about it.
Yeah. Just don't eat, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, you know, it gets to the point too where I haven't done it yet, but if people are like, oh, like, especially if, you know, you see my pictures at like 210 pounds to now, right? It's like, what'd you do? It's like, I'm just gonna stop eating. It's like, what do you want? It's like, what's the problem? It's not hard.
Just don't eat.
Yeah. No, but it's just in terms of like, the whole industry makes it so complicated now, I find. And like, I know what you're saying too, in terms of us like flip-flopping and stuff. And it's like all the different things that we've done and tried, it's kind of leading us up to this point to kind of figure out merging like the science with our experience and how our bodies work. And finally you know, and
Figuring.
just being able to do so much research and being like now kind of like reading so many papers about what's going on and being at the forefront. It's like, you know, this is kind of how your body works and how the body works.
Yeah.
And you can say things in a general sense to how it can work for most people. And of course, there's always people that's not going to work or whatever because they have other conditions, and that's fine.
Yeah, but for most people,
for the most part, you know, you stop eating. You know, you're gonna start burning fat. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's the strategy. I think is just don't eat.
Yeah.
until you have your big meals, and then enjoy, and then just enjoy. And I think that's part of it too. Is I think you just have to not stress about stuff and just enjoy yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Like an example too of this is like, so my parents are away in Mexico enjoying themselves in the sunshine. And, you know, my mom was kind of saying like, oh, I'm just worried about going away and maybe gaining weight. And I was just like, just have fun. Like, don't worry about that. Just go and this is a time to just enjoy yourself. It's only for a week. Just enjoy. You have all the tools that you need when you come back, and they're there, right? So that's part of it. And also she fasts as well. So it's the same kind of thing.
So you just told her to just go out there and enjoy, as in like just drink to your heart's and eat to your heart's content.
Well, that's what she wants to do. She's not going to.
Well, I don't know.
But my whole point is don't stress about, oh my gosh, I'm going to gain weight and I'm going to like, don't make it into a stress thing. Just enjoy. You have to enjoy yourself in life and enjoy these special moments as well, right? For sure. So that's part of it.
That's interesting because this is the first I've ever heard about this. And I'm hearing about it now. It's like, I'm not, like I hear it, I totally understand it. And I understand the concept of, yes, you still want to enjoy life and live life to the fullest and all that. But then I'll push back and say, do you need alcohol to enjoy life and live life to the fullest?
I'm not talking about alcohol.
Oh, well, we just saying if she's worried about like losing weight, it's like, oh, don't worry about that. And just go out and have your.
No, I think you completely misunderstood what I said. Yeah.
I never misunderstand things.
No, she was worried about maybe gaining a little bit of weight over her holidays, which everybody is, right? Everybody's worried about. You go, you indulge, whether it's alcohol or food, right? It doesn't matter. And I just said, don't stress, just enjoy. It's your trip.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
What do you mean keep doing what you're doing?
Like in terms of like eating and like what she's doing in terms of like her dieting and all that stuff.
She's not dieting.
Well, you know what I mean? Like fasting, right?
Yeah. I just said just enjoy. You're making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be.
No, okay.
I just said just go on vacation and enjoy yourself. Don't worry about any weight gain. Don't just enjoy. If you want it, like do what you want to do and enjoy. And then, and then my point was, then my point was, when you come back, you have all the tools you need, right? She eats so healthy. She does the fasting. So it's like, you have all the tools you need when you come back to get back on the wagon. So don't worry about enjoying yourself. Just don't stress. That's the whole point. Don't worry about
not enjoying yourself.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I'm saying.
All right.
And so it's the same. All right. And so it's the same thing with us too. It's like I just want to go and enjoy being with family and having some great food and being with them.
Yeah.
And not being worried about gaining weight. And then I know when we come back, well, I have all the tools I need to, if I do gain a little bit of weight, then to lose it. That's kind of what I was getting at.
All right. No, fair enough. Yeah. I know, like for me, like, because we're going to family and I just want to enjoy it. It's like, I'm not going to drink. I'm still not going to drink. Because I want to enjoy myself. It's like, I don't need that.
Well, you're talking about something very specific. That wasn't even part of it.
No, okay. All right. No. Listen. It's all good. It's all good. Sorry, my voice is crackling.
I know.
Voice is crackling.
It's cold.
Yeah, no, like that's one of the things that I always think about in life. It's like, no matter what you're doing in life, you always just want to make sure that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process to a certain point, right? Like sometimes you have to push yourself and you have to be uncomfortable.
But that's what
you could talk about Goggins and whatever and the suffering and all that kind of stuff you need to push through to elevate yourself. But overall,
but that's what inspired me to even say that to her because that was one thing that you had. One video we made for the 120 videos was enjoy the process.
Yeah, no, of course.
And so that's what I was kind of thinking. It's like, Mom, it's just a week. Just enjoy yourself.
No, for sure.
That was the point of me saying that to her. I agree. Yeah, because you do. Life is about enjoyment.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, for sure. Yeah, no, I take it into the weeds maybe sometimes. So my bad.
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
All the damn time.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Oh,
anyways, your throat.
So sorry if my voice has been going off a little bit. I'm just getting over some kind of weird throat cold or whatever. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. You know what I'm thinking about in this whole trip that we're going is the thing that I worry about the most in terms of me, I guess, falling off the wagon in a sense in terms of food is when we're in the car and like traveling and road tripping. Oh,
really?
Yeah, because it's always like, if we don't prepare, then it's like, oh, where are we going to stop? Oh, well, you stop off the highway, and all that is off the highway is like fast food places, right? There's the Wendy's and whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit concerned about that. But I think what we talked about is just, let's just prepare some food a little bit ahead of time.
Yep.
Some healthier-ish type food. And,
for sure.
And just,
and generally, like, I don't generally even eat in the car. Like, so I'll just do like the fast until we get to our stop.
Well, I guess because we're doing like 2 9-hour days, so that's going to be interesting to see how that works.
How that works out. Yeah. Well, and I'll probably just have my Tim's. That's what I usually just have in the car.
Some coffee. Some cafefe. Whatever that happens to be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just my little concern there about the holidays.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll have everything prepped and ready to go. So it'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So holidays, have fun.
Yep.
Keep your plan in mind. And if you know you're going to have days that you're going to enjoy yourself to the max,
then fast.
Try fasting beforehand or even after.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I like what you said about keep in mind, what are your goals?
Yep.
What are you working towards? Is the choice you're making getting you closer to those goals? And always keep that in mind.
And that's the difference too. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm not going to have that extra piece of
deliciousness,
pumpkin pie or something like that, right? Or extra or just filter out the bad food from the good food. Like if there's like lots of vegetables, fill up your plate with vegetables and have most of that.
Yeah.
There's just because there's all kinds of food on the plate, on the table or whatever, doesn't mean you have to eat everything and eat so much till you're like, you're going to explode.
But I want to eat everything.
I don't remember the last time I've eaten something where I felt like so bad. I think I used to quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, what have I done? And it's like, just one more, and you're just eating and like, when you're eating and you're like, wow, I'm a big piece of shit. And you just keep eating. And I haven't felt like that in a long time. And I don't want to do that anymore. Right. So it's like, I'm full, Yeah. And the thing is too, is when, like if you've gone through a fast and you start eating and you're like, you're actually hungry and then you just eat and then you're like full and you're like, oh yeah. Like, it's a good like feeling. Satiated full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not I ate so much because
disgusting.
I'm drowning my sorrows and my self-pity and everything that happened to me as a child. It's all going in there. It's all going down. And it's like, I feel terrible. It's not like that. It's a different kind of full, I guess you can say.
That's a good description.
I don't know. I'm just speaking from experience, I guess. I don't know.
That's too funny.
Does it sound like that for everyone? No, everyone feels that way after they're eating too much.
Yeah.
No. Anyway. So, do I have a counseling appointment after this? Or more? You need to talk to someone professional about your problems.
I'll take you.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's funny. Well, but anyways, I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
About that.
What were you going to say?
I don't know.
Something.
Anyways.
All right. Well, that's good. Excuse me. I think I need to go to the bathroom. Let's go somewhere. All right. Yeah. So with that, I think we'll call it a night.
Call it a night. A day, whatever it is.
Whatever time it is. I don't know. What is this? What is this thing called life that we're living? I don't know. Anyways.
All right. Anyways, Chris, high five. Hold on.
All right.
You need to move closer. I'm the one putting all the effort in, and you're not even trying to move over. It's our thing.
Oh, it's our thing now?
Yeah.
Well,
Crisp high five.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Crisp high five. Mom, like, holy jeez. She's just getting pretty intense pretty quick. So you're not going to high five me. Then you will hear from my lawyers.
You're goddamn right.
This marriage is over. Cause of divorce. Inappropriate crisp high fiving. It wasn't crisp. It was actually, what's the opposite of crisp? I was going to say like loose and moist, but I don't think that word. It's not what it is.
Flaccid.
Oh yeah, this is high fives for flaccid. Okay, that's a little bit too extreme. Okay.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right. Okay. All right, you're getting the crispiest high five ever. From now on, they're gonna be so crisp. Oh, no one's gonna say anything.
All right.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
We're done here.
We're done. We're done here.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening
or watching. Appreciate it.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time, next Monday.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
If you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you everybody's standing in a line for the water slide.